We back up in this thing. This is the number one storytelling podcast in the world. Did You Miss Me podcast? Hey, man, new videos every Tuesday right here on youtube.com/Did You Miss Me podcast. Joining me today, two very special ladies for the show. This first lady, I don't know what to say. You've seen her before. You know who she is. Needs no introduction. Puts up with my shit. 96 Bull inductee. First lady Bull to be inducted. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we in here. Coco Sorrells is here. Next young lady is up in this thing. Been knowing a nigga a long time. It's definitely from my ain't shit days to now. By way of Austin, by way of Houston, Texas. We would not give her government name out. Clearly, there were some felonies that was committed on the last episode that she appeared on.
I'm on probation.
Yeah,
we can't put her real name on here, nigga. We gonna get indicted.
Yeah, we don't want no indictments. We don't know what the statute of limitations is. Cat is on this bitch for better less of words that we cannot use. And last but surely not least, Kevin Damn Fool Simpson up in here. The name of this episode is Coco and Cat Don't Give a Fuck. Last time we were here, Cat expressed to us how she had a nigga proposition him with changing his phone number because hoes wouldn't stop calling.
Gave him till 7 o'clock to do so,
and then
at 5.
And when he didn't, she threw gasoline, lit mail.
That's not what I did.
Mail on fire. She took the mail out the mailbox, set it on fire, and threw it in the back seat of his Porsche Panamera.
Okay.
Panamera.
Because he wouldn't change the number. Now, upon further review, I thought that was wild. Then I found out, I asked Courtney and said, so is that like a thing? Do y'all tell niggas to change their number? And she was like, yeah, I told a nigga to change his number for. I was like, okay, so I never knew that. So we jumping right there. Nigga you told to change his number. Let's start with why you told him to change his number. Take us there.
Because he was insecure and told me to change mine. So I was like, well, if I change mine, you need to change yours. I don't know what's going on your phone. I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know what you be doing. So change yours.
Simple.
So what was
Sounds fair to me.
Him feel insecure? What happened?
He was just insecure, period. It was like
signs he's insecure. Go through that. What he was doing to show you that.
They don't mind you all day long, but when that club hour comes on, it's like blowing you up. Where you at? What you doing? 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. I'm like, nigga, you ain't called me all day. Now you want to blow me up? Okay. It was moments like that. I'm like, okay. And then it would be just simple stuff. I'm going to the store. Oh, are you going to the store with? Myself, nigga. Like, what is your problem? Like, what you get from there? Groceries? Like, what? But that's just.
Nigga, would you like to come?
Would you like to join me? Would you like to? But it's like people, when they do that, I know when dudes do stuff like that, it's because they got a guilty conscience and they think you on some BS and you're trying to do the same thing that they're pulling on you. Oh, I'm going to the store. I'm doing this. I'm in the studio. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I'll tell him I'm in the studio. I'm recording. Oh, yeah, you out here. What you out here? What you really doing? I'm recording. What do you mean? What am I doing? You want the address? You want to pop up? What? Like, that's when someone's insecure, they're gonna question you. They're gonna make you feel like you owe them something, like you doing something. You be in a store just grocery shopping, you be like, dang, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Like they have you feeling crazy.
Yeah, we lost you for a quick second. Say that last part again. Say they had you feeling like.
Yeah, they have you feeling like they'll have you feeling like you're doing something wrong or you're crazy or you're not right because you didn't check in or call in and it's like you don't just why would I have to check in? Or if I tell you I'm somewhere, why don't you believe me? Oh, because you're doing bull crap. And when you're one place, you're in really another place. So you expect me to be doing the same thing. Now you're questioning me like I'm you.
I used to mess with this chick. I could always tell when she was messing with a new dude because she always come.
I'm out. Did he change his number, Courtney?
No, and I'm out with him. No.
Coco said he got to go.
Gotta go.
No. But yeah, I used to
What
date
happened?
a chick, like, I could always tell when she was messing with a new dude by her new
You
hobby.
said your phone died?
Like, she'd always have some different shit
Oh.
she into all of a sudden. Like, now all of a sudden you a painter. Then the next thing I know,
Hold on a second.
you know, you a DJ. Then the next thing I know, like, it's like, who
Knew someone like that.
Yeah, who influencing all this shit?
I'm sorry, y'all. My phone's about to die. I'm trying to plug this up before.
Okay.
This is the technical difficulty day. I don't understand why it's
And
so
man,
hard.
yesterday was a motherfucker.
That's how it is. I'm so hungry.
So the nigga didn't change his number. So how long was it before after you asked him to change his number that he didn't change it? That she was like, I'm out.
It took a while because I was still like young and dumb. So I was like, all right, he didn't change my number. I changed my whole number because he was so insecure. I changed my whole number and got a brand new phone, brand new number, everything. And he still didn't change his. And it still took me like another 2 years to really be like, okay. Yeah, because it was be stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, because he would come up with the best case. Well, you know, I got clientele and I got this and I got that and I can't change, well, I can't change every excuse. I can't change my number. But apparently whatever's going on in my life, because you
could change that up.
I could change mine.
Mm-hmm.
In his mind, you ain't doing enough that you need to maintain.
That's how it always is.
It's always you do this, but those rules don't apply to me. Like,
I don't know if I'm cocky or just stupid, but like insecurity has never been an issue with me. It's like when I date a woman, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, for you or the person you dated?
For me, like I've never been in a situation where like I'm worried about the nigga before or the nigga after. I done been with women and the nigga that she used to date, we was all friends. You know what I'm saying? Like me, him, his girlfriend. Like it's like
But that's healthy. That's how it should be, though.
I feel like once I know in my mind it's like once I get with somebody, I don't give a fuck who she been with. They not coming back. Not while I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I could be stupid and this nigga could be peeling her like a banana behind my back. I don't know. But I don't be worried about all that shit. I'd be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same here. I think I've been
bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
In my case.
I don't realistically think I've ever been insecure. It's only after so much crap has happened that's when I get into detective mode.
But that doesn't count because they gave you a reason.
Right, but it's never been insecure like
out the gate you were just tripping.
That's your friend? Oh, your friend? You're like, I've never. I'm just like, okay, all right, that's your friend, cool. Can't replace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand that.
This is great. Finding out this shit is awesome. Hearing this shit is like, this is a new level of discovery. I just didn't know women asked niggas to change their number. I don't know. I've never had anybody tell me that was something I needed to do. Now I've had give me your phone password, but I've never had like, hey nigga, change this goddamn number or it's over. Or you know you need to change this phone number.
I feel like I probably have told you that, but you just didn't remember. I probably yelled at it in an argument. No, I think I have.
I would have been able to base that as a reasonable reason.
No, I think I have.
I'm going to give you to your defense why you probably didn't. I think you knew how much my phone number was imperative to my business and my work as an entrepreneur and as a comedian.
No, that's the excuse you gave me.
No, I didn't ever give you that excuse. I never given that excuse, but I feel like if there was to be a reason,
I got clientele. Yeah, I got
clientele.
I mean, this is how I work.
My agent got this number. My check, they gonna talk about a check, and they got this number. How am I gonna get? How am I gonna?
Absolutely, I feel like that's what I would say, and that's what the situation would be as to why I wouldn't do it. However, I've never been asked that. I mean, it's just one of those things that it struck me so hard.
Not to your recollection.
No. And nigga, you wouldn't have let it go if I did not change my phone number. You would have still be asking me, and you still didn't change your number, nigga. And not especially when I'm yelling it out like this: 323-385-9734. We'll get somebody over there to you. Just hold tight.
That number's a little different.
This number now has
But now your 813 and your other numbers, your other 5 numbers.
That nigga has 17 different phone numbers. I hated calling this nigga at one point in life. Like, it's just like, nigga, this nigga used to be AT&T.
713.
I bumped into this nigga in the airport one day. This nigga is posted up in a corner of the airport. He done took the garbage can top and turned it into a goddamn a station. He got 3-4 chargers hooked up, phones running, lights, cameras. He broadcasted live from the goddamn airport. We walk up on this nigga like, man, what the fuck are you doing? And look, I didn't even know he was there. I just happened to see a nigga with a bunch of shit. Who is this nigga with a whole technical setup? Oh, God, that's Billy.
Nobody.
Billy's ass.
The nigga turned around, full mink coat on, sunglasses. 17 chains. I'm like, oh shit, that's Billy. I know goddamn well that's Billy.
Had to be.
Had birthday on Sunday. We over here getting fucked up.
Shots. Coco, you got to catch up.
I know. I poured a whole thing. I'm going through some stuff. Plus, happy birthday.
Yeah, go on ahead.
Thank you.
All right.
So you're a Gemini.
Yes.
Indy's a Gemini. Indy's birthday's on 6/6/16.
I don't know why that just made me happy, but it did.
Yay.
So
Love Geminis.
Great people and genius people and very creative.
Very creative.
Slightly crazy. We just gonna leave that out?
I think, I don't know if it's 15 or 16. Is that Tupac's birthday?
6/16 or 6/6? I don't know.
Oh, you said 6/6.
Yeah, 6/6.
6/6 is not Gemini. Wait, yes, I'm thinking 7/6. Yeah, 6/6. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Sorry, I was thinking 7/6.
Mm-hmm.
This whole time.
So I've been wrong.
You know,
Mother fail.
I didn't really know what I was until like 5 years ago. Cause it just wasn't something that I was into. So
What are you?
Nigga be like, what sign are you? I'd be like, shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Motherfucker told me, are you a Cancer?
What are y'all? What are you?
He's a Cancer.
Coco.
Oh, me? I'm Aquarius.
Yes, Gemini and Aquarius go together.
We're like the
When's your birthday?
February 4th.
4th. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I think the story that needs to be told today. Coming off the heels of that last one we had a good one. So we found out how I went through a lifelong part of being corrupt. I was the epitome of living my dream. So it's a show where we talk about it and we say names. Asia, gotta shout you out. Let's go ahead and get this story popping. So this is the day that I found out why me and Asia stopped being cool. All right. It's always fun, and I titled this one, so it's fun until the rabbits got the gun. Now, we had to understand it. I ain't shit. I'm not trying to be shit. You ain't shit, but you ain't trying to be shit. But we ain't gonna bullshit each other. So I'm in Third Ward, and much like a similar situation, I have to shit. When I'm in Third Ward and I don't have a way to get to my house because I wasn't staying on the other side of Third Ward, I was coming from Frenchie's. Now my go-to is
Damn, I'm hungry.
Damn, that shit just made you hungry, right? That whole Frenchie shit just was like an internal mental inception commercial that just ran. So I'm riding down Scott Street and I gotta get something to eat. I just gassed some Frenchies and I'm like, my stomach is hurting. I'm eating on this food right there. I said, you know what? I'm going to Energizer house. I ain't gonna make it all the way to my house. I'm gonna stop over there. Now, Energizer lived off of Scott Street in some houses in the row house, which sound like a trap house. And if you ever seen it, that house is no longer there, I don't think. It's on McElhaney. Man, this house looked like, you ever seen like Ray, when Ray grew up as a kid and the house he lived in, and you like,
that shack?
Yes, nigga. That shit was too hard to deal with. So I'm like, okay, I'm going over there. I just pull up. It's my nigga. I'm finna pull up over there. I get there, Outside, I see yellow Mustang, convertible, black top. Now look,
Miss Stanger.
listen. When you see this Mustang, if you are around and during this time, you know who fucking Mustang it is. You know who fucking Mustang. Ain't nobody else got a school bus yellow Mustang. You don't have a discreet car to be doing bullshit in. So I'm like, immediately, I'm like, what the fuck her car doing over here? So I didn't think much of it. I went to the knock on the door, Energizer didn't answer. Her car ain't in front of his house. It's like on a side street down the way a little bit. Didn't answer. Here's the problem. The way Third Ward is set up. Third Ward, the bottoms actually is on U of H campus. So U of H and TSU is split up by Third Ward. So it's like the hood and then a big ass university in the middle of it. And then you cross the street, another big ass university. The science building or one of them chemistry buildings or some building was over there by that side. So I was like, all right. I call him, I call her, no answer, no answer. I'm tripping. She texted me later on. She was like, oh, you called me. I was in class. When I went to class, there wasn't no parking. So I just parked on the street and I walked over because I got a class in that building that's right over there. I'm like, I'm not thinking shit of it because I know she, you know what I'm saying, trying to park on campus. I wasn't tripping. I didn't think shit of it. Nigga. So I'm just so happened, whole nother day, I'm driving, going to the freeway. I look over, I say, I wonder if Energized's at home. Because his house, you can see it from Scott Street. Whose car? In the middle of the grass, parked in front of this nigga house. Like up to the door. Her car. I said, all right. This more than a coincidence. So I pull over. I was like, let me stop by here. Knock, 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 knock. No answer. Knock, 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 knock. No answer. Call him. No answer. I was like, all right. I start walking off. I walk to the side of his house and I sit by like some bushes right here. I sitting on the side and I just start calling her phone. She's like, got you, bitch. You inside. I text both of them on a group message. Hey, answer the fucking door. I'm outside. Nice. Hold on. Wait a second. That shit went on for like 15 minutes. I said, I'm out. I left. So then I don't talk to Energizer the whole rest of that week. I ain't mad. Energizer has been our back door person like since we've been in high school. So I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. She belongs to the street, so it don't matter. So the next time I see them, it's at one of our parties. She there, he there. She's standing on the stage. I'm coming in and I look up. I see her standing by the DJ booth. I see this nigga. I just started laughing. He was like, come on, dog. What you want me to do? To keep turning the pussy down? I had to do it. I was like, well, hey, I'm not mad at you, dog. Bros before hoes. I understand why you did it. Now I'm just leaving the shit alone. She's still in denial. She's still trying to act like, yeah, I don't know what I was going on. I'm like, hey, nigga, you already told me. And my brother was like, hey, nigga, you already told me you fucked, but it's cool. I'm not tripping. And I proceeded to have a good time. But that was the end. That was the last of the last. That shit was funny. That was a funny one for me.
Billy.
Hey, that's I don't.
So is that the craziest thing you've ever done? I mean, that was like a little slightly stalkerish, but that wasn't really that crazy.
No, that's not crazy. Nor did I think it was. That was more like, hey, had you just said, hey, I'm fucking this nigga from the start, like, it's not like I ain't never told you I'm fucking bitches and you fuck with niggas. Like, who give a fuck?
Hey, so back in the day, she put a Billy on Billy.
A Billy on Billy.
Put a Billy on Billy.
No, a Billy back in the day would have been me fucking her best friend, and some more people the same weekend. Some ignorant, stupid shit. I wasn't shit. I have definitely calmed the fuck down.
Nigga, that's a motherfucker. I don't think I ever had one of them.
A little stakeout. I think we've all done a stakeout.
Yeah, but with your friend though, like your friend is the one that's the
Yeah.
It's spy versus spy.
That's
What's
a
the
little
longest
crazy.
stakeout you've been on, Kat?
The longest?
Or the most complex?
This dude that I dated in high school, he was like my high school sweetheart, and he was 2 years older than me. So when he graduated, he went to Rice. So then that's why I went to U of H, so we could both be in Houston. And so there was a girl that he dated that we all went to high school together, and he would like cheat on me with her. Jenny Ameska, bitch ass. So anyways.
Still remember her name.
Still remember her name.
Gotta have that name.
Jenny
Ameska. Shout out to you, bitch. I hope
Shout out to Jenny. She's fat now, so that you get her. So
gotta have that name.
Listen, but back in the day, she was like bad. Like she was in pageants and she was like Miss Austin all the time and shit like that. So anyways, one day we had like a couple friends. Like he played football at Rice, and then I became friends with one of his teammates' girlfriends. So I think it was U of H homecoming, or it was something that we had going on at U of H. And so I called Destiny like, hey, you and Joel want to go to pull up and go to this together? And she's like, oh, it's our anniversary. We're going on a date. So I was like, oh, okay. So then when I hit up, his name was Quentin. When I hit up Quentin about us doing something that night, he's like, oh, I'm going to be with Joel. So I was like, okay. Because I already talked to Destiny. So now I'm like, but I've always been the type to just like play it cool and not trip. So I was just like, oh, okay, what you and Joel gonna do? And so he gave me like the whole rundown of what him and Joel were gonna do. But I already talked to Destiny. So that was the start out of my stakeout. I had to go pull up. He had parked his car at his apartments, like on the other side of his apartments. So when at first I didn't think he was home. So I didn't know where he was. So when I went to leave, I see his car. And so he had got, for graduation, a 35th anniversary Camaro, and he had like something on the back of it that stood out. Hold on. Can y'all hear them?
It's okay. We got kids. Don't worry about it.
Hey, listen.
And so,
our kids, hold on. Our kids getting out of line. We need to check our kids. We got more
just a quick
podcast. We'll be right back right after this. We got to check a kid safety check. We'll be back right after this.
Okay.
So we back up in this thing. Once again, this is Did You Miss Me Podcast, best storytelling podcast in the fucking world. And we're in the middle of a story where Kat is taking us down one of her stakeout situations. What was going on, Kat?
So the nigga had a Camaro. I'm thinking he wasn't home, but when I go to leave the parking lot, I see it parked on the other side. So now I'm like, oh, okay. So he is home. Why is he trying to hide his car? So now I'm staked out, and he had an alarm. So, and it's funny because I was with Asia. So we're pushing his car to make the alarm go off because he had that alarm.
These motherfuckers, dog. You gotta watch them. You think your car getting broke in? This bitch just wants you to run out the house.
Yeah, I want him to come out. Yeah, they care.
They smart,
That's why
man.
I was a vandalizer, because they care about their shit.
Exactly.
So we're like pushing the car, trying to make the alarm go off, because he had the remote control one that would like notify him, and his car would like stay silent. And so lo and behold, he comes running out, and it's him and Jenny together. As soon as they see me, it's like they had it planned. They split and went different ways. So I'm like, I don't even know who to fuck up. Like they just like split. So that yellow Mustang, Asia had some touch-up paint in her trunk. So I just get the yellow touch-up paint and write "fuck you" on the Camaro. And we leave. So later on that night, I pull back up, I knock on the door to see if he was home, but he wasn't. But his roommate was home, one of his teammates, a white boy, so he wasn't he didn't have his plan together. So I'm like, where's Quentin at? You know? And he's like, oh, him and y'all's friend like went out to eat. And I was like, oh, who? And he was like, Jenny. And I was like, oh, Jenny is in town. Like, I'm just playing it up. I was like, Jenny's in town. Oh my God. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, bet. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, tell him to call me when he gets back. And that was my stakeout.
Yep.
This nigga done dry snitched and don't even know it.
See, I used to think white boys just didn't know. Then I realized they playing dumb because they be like, they really
You think
be
so?
They really be wanting to fuck with black bitches. They just be wanting to show y'all that they ain't shit. Yeah, man, is this with your friend? He's like, yeah, I totally fucking.
Some of them. But some really just do have genuine, like they're really just genuine. Like, yo, I really don't know. Like they really.
It's probably 50-50.
Yeah,
it's a fucking
like
fetish,
50-50.
fam. It's a fucking fetish.
Yeah. Stake out, but I wasn't a nigga staking out. So I'm messing with this chick, right? And she moved into a new place. So she tells me to come over and all of this shit. So I got them and get my shit. Hold on one second. What? What's that? Oh, okay. Do me a favor. Hey, can we pause for 1 second?
We got to take a break for the kids once again. Don't go nowhere. Did You Miss Me podcast. We got kids we got to take care of. We'll be right back.
So I'm dating this chick, right? And she done moved into this new crib and she tells me to come over. So I go over, you know, shit, we kicking and smoking. So, you know, one thing leads to the next. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I'm there for. You know what I'm saying? So now it's going down. We having a good ass time. You know what I'm saying? We fucking like wild rabbits. And there's a knock at the door. Now, when the knock happens, I don't pay it no attention because we doing us. She jumps up and it's like, oh shit, somebody at the door. And I'm like, so? You know what I'm saying? No big deal. It's probably a neighbor or something knocking on the door. Now we have there's a mutual friend. He's her friend, but I know the nigga and I hang out with him sometimes, but we're not friends. We just
Right.
I just know him through her. So, but this is her friend as far as I know. So it gets weird because she goes to the door and comes back. No, she gets up and then it's a knock again. And then I hear the dude call her name. So I'm like, I was like, you good? So she goes to the door. She naked now. She butt naked. She gets up, goes to the door, sticks her head out the door and says, hey, I'm busy right now. Can you give me a second? And comes back. Now, she comes back in the room with me. At first, I'm like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm ready to get back in the groove. And then I started thinking, I'm like, why? Like, she's real like, like, there's a nervousness going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is it? Why are you so nervous? Like, this my girl. This, like, we go together. You know what I'm saying? This, you know that. He your friend. Fuck are you so upset about? And what are you worried about? Nigga, come to find out, that not only was they fucking around, but they damn near in a full-on relationship. And this nigga owns some property. So the apartment she's staying in is one of the buildings that he owns. So she basically staying in this nigga house. He's
basically her landlord.
Yeah. I'm in here tearing her ass out the frame.
In his
house.
Now, here's the thing. He's been outside this door for about 15, 20 minutes before he decided to knock. What I found out later. So he didn't heard everything. It's going the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the mood now because it's like I'm not like I don't really give a fuck, but I'm salty because I've been lied to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. Because it's one of them things where, like you said, Bill, we both know what we own and what the type of shit we do. So we wasn't tripping on each other. We never really gave each other a lot of flack about what we was doing. We wasn't around each other. But now it's like, you know, this is a situation for me where I'm like, nigga, you got me in some nigga's house. I don't know. This nigga could have came in here and fucked me, kill me. I'm naked. Don't nobody want to fight naked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, nigga, I put my shirt on, I'm gonna leave. I get ready to leave. When I'm going outside, I'm walking out the door, right? This nigga is sitting in his truck, chilling, waiting. You know what I'm saying? So I come out, the motherfucker blow the horn. I look, whatever, walk to my car, right? I get in my car, I see this nigga break to the door because he trying to catch it before it closes so he can get inside. Man, that nigga caught the door, went inside. I don't know what the fuck happened after that because I ain't never seen her again.
Dang.
Nigga, I was in a full-on situation where I could have been fucked up. Like, bitch, I don't never want to see you again. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh man.
What was that song? That dude that had that song, I don't ever want to see you
again. My best friend. Uncle Sam.
I'm trying to think, who was it?
I ain't want shit to do with her after that.
Now, Court, you done told us how you got pulled up on at the cornerback's house. If you haven't watched it, it's on Patreon, patreon.com.
Yeah.
All right, Cav, you have been somewhere and you got pulled up on, or the nigga got pulled up on by
Oh, see, you missed out on my stakeout story.
you stuck out. You staking it.
We need to hear about her stakeout. And we've all done a good stakeout.
You staking out?
She staked out.
I never told you this. My ex, I had my goons come and we tried to break into his house.
Yes.
I never told you this story, Billy. I told you this before.
So you tried to rob a nigga?
So keep going.
We weren't necessarily okay. Here's the thing.
It's like we ain't going to take nothing. We coming in there though.
There's two different things.
No. My goal was to take as much as possible because he owed me for all the emotional stress that he caused me. I was like, you don't care about my heart. You care about financial. You care about your cars, your jewelry, your clothes. You care about everything else but me. So guess what?
So you a robber?
I'm not a robber.
This is circumstantial. Chill out.
I am a equalist. Okay?
Okay.
Got to equal the playing field. You mess with me and my emotions, I mess with what you care about.
That makes sense.
I am an equalist. So, I was fed up. The dude had a house in Jacksonville, and I called my homegirl. Now, mind you, I had really good friends in college, but a lot of my friends in college were also like hood chicks, like, because we all went to cosmetology school, and these were like some like super hood chicks. So I told them what I was going through, and they were like, well, they're in my ear. Well, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? And I was like, no. But one night I had got so pissed off, and I was like, how dare you? How dare you try me like this? Like, how dare you? And I know you're at home. I was texting him, I'm over here. And I was like, okay. I called my homegirl. I said, hey, I said, does your boyfriend still hit licks? She's like, yeah. I was like, I need y'all.
I got one.
Send me the address, be there. so the boyfriend didn't even know what was going on. He was just like, what's up? What needs to be done? Whatever needs to be done, that's what we're going to do. I was like, okay.
He went to shit.
Yeah. So her boyfriend and her.
Robbing niggas.
Now, mind you.
Okay.
Mind you.
Circumstantial.
I had a Chevy Malibu, a black Chevy Malibu. She happened to have the same car as mine, but in green, right? So, we ride into the neighborhood. We park across the street. I park way down there. And I was like, all right. So I'm calling him on my cell phone. I was like, okay, what's the plan? And the dude was like, hey, we got to get the side windows and we're going through the side window. Da-da-da. He's like casing the house. So I'm like, all right, that's what we're going to do. So I had told them, I said, they're like, well, what exactly are you trying to do? I was like, I need to get in there. I need to get his jewelry and we're going to pawn that shit. So we're in all black. Now, mind you, the only all black thing I have is because I was a background dancer. So my all black has like shiny shit on it. So
nigga dressed like a solid gold dancer.
So I walk up to them and I'm like, they're like, that's all you got? So he threw a hoodie over me and I'm like, all right, so we're all black and all hoodies. So I was like, all right. He was like, don't worry about it. I know how to do this. He goes to the side door. No, it's a side window. Now, I know what window he's going to. It's the window that goes into their kitchen. Now, mind you, I forgot that they just bought a blue nose pit, and it's a fully grown pit. And so he's walking up to go to the side window. The pit starts barking, like going crazy or whatever, right? So he backs up. He was like, man, they got a dog. And I was like, oh. I said, but it's fenced in because they got they got a fence on the back. And so it can't get out. He was like, all right. He goes on the other side. Dog starts growling. He's like, yeah, this dog, we got to do something about that. So I'm like, all right, well, what do we do? He was like, we just got to like be stealth. He's like, don't worry. So he walks up to the side, like real slow, gets up to the kitchen window, and he motions for me to come over because he was like, come on. And I was like, all right. So I go to the side. He pushes me up. So I'm going and I'm trying to lift it up. And I'm like, if they left it open, we can just lift it up. But if not, we're going to pry it open. It's so bad. So I'm trying to lift it up. I was like, hey, he's not lifting up. He's like, don't worry about it. Get me. So I get him and I'm lifting him up. He pries it open. He slides it up. He's halfway in. He sticks his leg in. He's halfway in. A light turns on. He jumps the fuck back out. He's like, rah, 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 rah. So we're running back to the car. We're like, oh shit. So we drive off. No one's in. My ex never even mentions anything. This is weeks later. So I'm like, okay. I go to their house to chill one day because I was like, all right, I'll chill with you, whatever. Just like, cause I'm already like, I hate you. We're about to break up, but I can't tell you that. We'll chill every once in a while, whatever. We're chilling. He's like, yeah, man, somebody done tried to break into my house. I was like, oh, for real?
That's crazy.
What? How did it happen? He's like, yeah, my cousin was at the house. Now his cousin just got out of the penitentiary.
Oh.
So his cousin was the only one at the house at the time. And was like, yeah, he said his cousin was like, yeah, man, somebody tried to break into the window, but the dog was barking. So I knew somebody was trying to get in there. I was a little bit too scared to go to the window to see what it was. But I turned on a light. I didn't see nothing. And I was like, and the whole time I'm just like, oh, and then what happened?
Okay, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm so glad you're safe.
Thank God nothing happened to y'all. Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Ain't
That
good.
is crazy. Wow. This world is just wild right now.
That is fucking horrible.
That's a wild ass stakeout.
Wow.
Nigga, that ain't a stakeout. That's a goddamn casing.
That is a attempted burglary robbery. And when we come back, we got some more crazy shit for you on this episode of Did You Miss Me podcast. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
His car, anything that was like money. That's all you care about.
That's all niggas feel like. You said like niggas care about that shit. You get a nigga car, they jury, nigga. That shit is, whew, especially nigga down south. Them niggas is gonna hurt. They gonna cry about that.
Oh yeah,
they gonna cry all summer.
Yeah, these big, huge.
He wouldn't even known. Like, had it been successful, that would have been the funniest shit ever. Like, you still hanging with this nigga
Of all time.
Wow, all his shit gone.
Now you trying to go out on a date and this nigga telling you, I was going where? You know what I had? You know what they took from me?
I mean,
Right.
Before them
You know what
niggas
I got?
This nigga
Had it been successful.
I got us tonight.
Right.
Now you
That's what I
got,
was gonna say. He was like, dang, you get a pay raise? Like, I had a 9 to 5. I had 3 jobs at the time. He's like, dang, you get money for real.
You really getting it in.
Don't
I got a
worry about
boss
it.
babe.
It's on me.
Like my baby a boss.
Man, y'all are fucking wild. So
Nah.
that's y'all.
Y'all turn us into this. Okay?
Right.
I wasn't like
I'm
that.
not blaming
Like
you.
no one wanted to do all that.
I was angry and I was like, you know what?
I got you. I understand. I'm just saying it's still wild. It's still some wild shit, and I like it. I'm down for it. I'm down to hear all about it. I think the viewers are down. They like it. Someone is turned on by this at some point. It is a nigga right now who has been listening to y'all stories with his dick in his hand, saying, "You talking? It is what you did. Yeah, and what you do? Oh, you broke in. Ooh.
And then what?
It's a robber." Oh shit! You burnt the nigga car.
There's a couple niggas
man,
like,
that is
you don't
crazy.
burn their house.
Oh, you burnt his car up? I didn't hear the last episode.
Yeah.
She lit the mail on fire and threw it in the back of this nigga Panamera and had that nigga shit on fire and was just chilling watching the game with this nigga. Like, your car's not on fire. She was on some left eye shit.
Yeah, that's what
I
happens.
love catching stuff on fire because I mean,
So you've done this multiple times, burning shit up.
yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's just let this. What else you lit on fire, Cat? Roll it. What else got put on fire?
Fire and
Y'all, so you mean with timeout? Y'all have never lit anybody's stuff on fire.
Hey, listen, it's not about us right now. It's all about you. I want you to share and understand that's your thing, and we are here for it.
Guys.
So there's plenty of women who lit shit on fire. Of course, niggas light shit on fire. We right now it's about.
I'm talking about y'all.
Yeah. Somebody we all have at some point.
Whose stuff you left on fire, Billy?
I'm saying. So when she tells us, go ahead.
Whose stuff you left on fire, Billy?
Yeah.
You are failing right now. This is about the story, and you are fucking it up. You are blowing it. You should. You seen I was talking. I kept talking. I was like, "Yeah, we all do. You got it." And then you sit here. What you lit on fire?
I want to hear the story. I don't care about all that.
Yeah, I want to hear it too.
No. That's I know. We want to hear the story. So start with you. I got you right after that.
No, you can go first. I've already told one.
About lighting shit on fire?
Yeah.
Yes.
She done set 2 things on fire, nigga.
Oh, I have, huh?
Yeah. Because the Porsche was one. But
You talking about me?
Yeah, we know you got shit on fire. So what else you set on fire?
We're not talking about her. We're talking about you.
This nigga, you still got Courtney. Got Jesus. This nigga.
Look, I told you about robbing a whole house. You can tell me about your fire story, okay?
This is not what I'm saying. You are it's doing this right now. It's don't worry about it. All right. You know what? Okay.
It was like winter. I was in Dallas and it was like really cold. And so the person I was with, we lived together, and see, it's always like cheating that just like pisses me off.
Keep going.
Dude cheated on me with a stripper, and they got a room, and he left the fucking receipt under my driver's seat. Like, he just tucked it under there. I don't know how that was a hiding spot in my car. He drove my car. It said he was out. See, that's the thing. When you're with somebody that does like late night stuff, like, oh, I'm out here hustling, then you feel like, oh, okay, you out there getting money. Like, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Right.
Trying to be supportive of you making money. Right. So he comes in, and I think I don't know where I went to take my car to the car wash or something. And oh no, he was tall. So the seat was far back. So when I went to scoot it up, I heard like the crinkle of the paper. So when I reached under, I saw it, and it was the hotel, like a Motel 6 or whatever.
Wow.
But the girl got it in her name. So it had her name on there.
This bitch.
And so I was like, the fuck? So again, don't say anything. Set it on the dresser. And I went upstairs and I started watching a movie, and I turned the fireplace on in the bedroom, and I just like put like all his shoes in there, like his J's and his Louboutins.
Ooh, them Louboutins hurt. I know he was hurt over that.
Hurt.
Ooh, I know he was hurt.
Listen. And he used to like sip lean a whole lot. So the nigga would always fall asleep, and I really miss it because I used to take his money, and I just used to, like, when he'd fall asleep, he'd always put money on the dresser, and I just used to take it. And then he'd wake up like,
wait. Violation. Hold on. It's a violation.
Keep going.
Because once I find out you cheating on me, it's a wrap. We're not even really cool. Like,
fair game.
If I'm still around, but we're not cool at all. Like, it's a wrap. So he would like go hustle and take his jewelry off and lay everything across his dresser. As soon as he would sleep, I would like count it out, keep some for myself, and he'd be like, dang, I knew I had 3 bands. It's only 2,100. I'd be like, you need to quit doing that shit because you miscounting them stuff.
Hey, hold on, man. This is hilarious. Keep going.
Listen, so this was like my breakup plan. Well, so the original story was that I burned his shit or whatever. So then whenever I would catch him cheating, I would like play it cool. Like, you know what? I'm not even mad. Just buy me this, buy me that. And I'd have him buy me like expensive shit and I wouldn't fuck with it. So I had like 4 pair of Louboutins. And because at that time I had put myself in a situation where it was like, I wasn't working. I was letting a dude take care of me. So I was kind of fucked. So I was like, okay. So I had him buying me stuff. He was like, I buy you all these shoes. You don't even wear them. Because I finna take it back. So I took it all back, got the money, and then I got my own place. Listen, 4 pair of Louboutins, deposit, first month's rent, moved, dipped on that nigga, came home, gone.
Just like that.
And she looked him dead in the eyes and she said, Did you
miss me?
God damn. Took y'all ass around the world and dropped y'all ass off. #1 storytelling podcast in the game. Hey, man, shout out to the Lady Bulls on this motherfucker, man. Hold it down for the women on this shit, man. We had a great episode today, man. Thank you so much. Till next time.
Can I insert something really quick? I know this is your podcast, but for George Floyd, because they're messing my city up right now. That's why I was crying earlier. My whole neighborhood is burnt down. It's burnt down. Can we just dedicate this to that? And that's it.
No.
Yes.
Hey, you know, we definitely can dedicate this. And I mean, like, as always, man, we try to lift y'all up out of shit that's going on. But this right now, we're going to dedicate this to everybody that's caught up, that's affected by us not still getting equal treatment as Black people, man. And there need to be definite changes in the world. Shout out to the whole Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Twin Cities, everybody that's been impacted by this, that's out here right now. To the family of George Floyd, who also member of Screwed Up Clique, went to Yates High School, football, basketball legend, man. Steven Jackson cried about it, man. Dude was a baller, man. He rapped with Screw. Hey, man, bro, it was unfortunate to see what the hell happened and fucking downright disgraceful. And y'all evil. Burning it up. Keep burning that shit. You gotta let them know they gotta pay for this, dog. You're gonna have to understand it's consequences and repercussions for fucking with us, man. We might laugh, we might talk about a lot of shit, dog, but we all definitely articulate, smart, intelligent people who are definitely conscious and aware about what's going on. We just try to keep y'all motivated and uplifted to get through this. Man, Quirk, I know it's been fucking with you all day to see where you grew up in and just seeing everything go up. And throughout this, you've been giving me the updates. You know, the place where we used to go shopping, it burned down. The place for that. And I mean, for somebody for these landmarks, you know, I know that hurts to see your city go through shit because it hurts even though you've been gone there for so long, but
those are your memories.
That's not where I grew up. I went to high school there. I grew up there. I'm a kid there. Those are the places that I went to eat for the first time in my life are burnt down. And it's messed up. My neighborhood is gone. So as much as I hate that everything is it's burnt to a pulp. My city is unrecognizable, but it just goes to show you can't keep treating us like this and we're not going to react. And I remember people being like, Minnesota, and you see in Minnesota now, we up there. It's Black people up there. There's so many Black people and Africans, Eritreans, Ethiopians, Nigerians, us. And there's white people that are joining, because I never grew around, I didn't grow up around racist white people. I grew up around white people that are the ones who are riding with them. That's how I grew up. I didn't grow up in Texas. I didn't grow up in Florida where it was super racist. I grew up in there. And so for me to see them all doing that, and it's like, and it's my neighborhood. My neighborhood is unrecognizable. The stuff that I grew up seeing is gone. Yeah. It's messed up, but it's a good thing because it's going to show them like, you can't do this. You can't keep doing this to us and we'll be unheard and be silent. So,
you know, a lot of this episode you hear about, and the irony of this, I think sits upon, you know, for every consequence, every action, there's a reaction. For every foul doing, there's a consequence, so there's a reaction. And you hear stories today about people making reactions, and you know, on the last episode about women making reactions or people making reactions out of their emotions is out of pain. And one thing I've had to learn is being a person on both sides of the person receiving the reaction or giving it. I had to understand that there was a part that was played that caused that reaction to take place. And the longer you go and you don't acknowledge it and recognize it and try and change and reconcile it, you can't be mad at the reaction. You got to understand that what did you do as the initial action that started this? Like, these people wouldn't do this unless you put them in a circumstance where they weren't heard or they weren't recognized or they weren't listened to. I could think about that, the actions or reactions that I've ever gotten out of court or any other woman where it was extreme. I might have felt like, what was my initial action? Now, granted, I had some situations where I didn't do shit to deserve it and I got some shit, but overall, the normalcy is people only go to erratic behavior after they've tried to give you everything, after they've tried to accept everything. I think much like a relationship, black women and black people as a whole, for us as black men, I can hear black women saying they've got this bad treatment, so they've reacted because they've hurt, because they're trying to get your attention. These same black men who go out and black community who get killed and hurt, we react. We burning shit up because we upset. Because obviously, me telling you not to do it ain't enough. Me saying this is hurting me ain't enough. So now I got to do this. And if you're more focused on the reaction than the initial action, then you're part of the problem. So, and
this is the second round. Philando Castile was in St. Paul. St. Paul School is where I went to school.
Yeah.
Philando Castile. They didn't do this with Philando. They didn't burn the city down with Philando. Nah, this was over time. They had that was on tape. Time to fix this. And then this happened, and now we're tired. So
yeah,
I'm proud of my city. Tear it up. I hate that my neighborhood is torn up, but it's showing them like we're not just gonna lay down and just take it. So I'm proud of my city.
Already. And we out of here.